Hello everyone, this is Tengu Rue, and welcome back to another Bloodborne boss drawing. In the last episode, we faced off against Mikolash in the Nightmare of Mensis. Instead of pressing onward, I thought it was time to take care of a few more loose ends. While in the unseen village of Yahar'gul, we picked up the key to the Upper Cathedral Ward, which will bring us one step closer to the choir. The upper echelons of the Healing Church are formed by the School of Mensis, based in the Unseen Village, and the choir, occupying the Upper Cathedral Ward. Like the School of Mensis, the choir sought to commune with the Great Ones, and have the eldritch truth revealed to them. While searching through the old labyrinths, the Healing Church came across the celestial being, Ebrietas, daughter of the Cosmos. Ebrietas was brought out of the labyrinth and taken to the Orphanage, a place of scholarship and experimentation, where young orphans became potent unseen thinkers for the Healing Church. This group of thinkers eventually split the Healing Church and formed the choir. Through the study of Ebrietas, the choir believed that they might one day ascend to the cosmos and focus their efforts on making contact. During this time, the choir stumbled upon an epiphany, very suddenly and quite by accident. Here we stand, feet planted in the earth, but might the cosmos be very near to us, only just above our heads? Believing the cosmos to be within their grasp, the choir created the beings, known as the Celestial Emissaries, to make contact, and they just so happen to be this episode's boss. The fight begins with a large group of celestial beings, rising up from the Lumen flower gardens. We have encountered these beings before, and begin to make short work of them. Only one is the actual emissary that we are searching for, so watch the boss's health while attacking to determine which it is. Once weakened, the emissary will reveal its true form, growing massive in size, with large tendrils protruding from its head. In this form, you will begin to use arcane attacks, so try to use the environment to your advantage to dodge. The celestial mobs will continue to spawn as long as the boss is alive, so make sure your efforts are focused on it. The celestial mobs that we encounter were in fact once human. We see evidence of this if we return to Yosefka's clinic through the back way. A member of the choir has taken over the clinic, and anyone that we sent there to seek refuge has been transformed into one of these blue creatures. The ones we are fighting in the orphanage are likely to be the orphans taken by the choir and subjected to experiments. Although their ideologies differ, both the School of Mensis and the choir seem to share the same desire to subject the unwilling to their experiments. I had lots of suggestions to use the choir set for this fight, and seeing as the set is found here in the Upper Cathedral Ward, it made perfect sense to me. Members of the choir are both the highest-ranking clerics of the Healing Church and scholars who continue the work that began in Bergenworth. The eye covering indicates their debt to the teachings of Master Willem, even though their paths diverged. For our weapon, I had a lot of different suggestions, but I ultimately thought it would be fun to depict our hunter using a shaman bone blade, a blade of bone coated with gruesome spinal fluid. These blades were originally used by the old labyrinth watchers, in particular those presiding over rituals. When a victim is cut by this blade, the green spinal fluid temporarily numbs the sense, disturbing the target's gross motor skills. The blade, never intended for battle, must cut deep to be effective and breaks. When used on the celestial mobs in the boss fight, they will turn on each other and even attack the Celestial Emissary itself. It's a great weapon for dealing with the large number of enemies in this fight, and I thought it would be something pretty different than the usual hunter weapons. This boss is one of the easier ones in the game and should fall pretty quickly. The real challenge is just ahead as we take on Ebrietas herself in the next video. There are no new sets or weapons aside from a hunter tool on the way to Ebrietas, so I'm open to any suggestions you might have for this fight. I'd like to stick to gear I haven't used yet, so if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.